We developed iLIVE Leadership because we want to help students become great leaders. The vision and the heart of the entire course is summed up in the name itself, iLIVE Leadership.
I think the iLIVE Leadership course gives a great opportunity for students to be part of a community.
I have a real interest in engaging with international students. And yet what I find is with iLIVE Leadership, we're able to do something which is relevant to such a broad spectrum of students from all over the world.
The funny thing is whenever I first start teaching my first session and I ask students, who of you thinks you are a leader? Who of you would consider themselves a leader? Out of 20 people, maybe 4 or 5, if at all, would raise their hands. And that is exactly one of the reasons why we do this course. No matter what they study, no matter where they're from, no matter how old they are, we believe leadership is a lifestyle. It starts right now and today. We want to help them be great leaders every day of their lives. So the philosophy behind iLIVE really is that we want to invest in students without any strings attached. We want to help them grow, we want to help them flourish.
So I work for an organization called the Navigators, and we have a really kind of big emphasis on relationship building. We think, relationships are so important to be able to develop in all parts of life. I think the iLIVE Leadership course gives a great opportunity for students to be part of a community of people who are all striving and longing to work towards living a lifestyle of leadership.
Yeah, I love the fact that the iLIVE Leadership course helps to generate community and relationships with the students who are coming along. So to see this course as a one-off course that students would come to attend the classes, go to the mentoring groups, the discussion groups, fill in the assignments, get the certificate at the end, I feel that would be short-sighted because it goes so much beyond that. It becomes a relationship which I hope will continue for life.
The three of us, Douglas, Lenny and I, all of us are Christians, and so the lens through which we're teaching this leadership course is through that lens that can't be disconnected. It's part of coming out of who we are. And so a lot of the leadership principles, we see them all at work in the Bible in a lot of vivid, amazing ways. And we truly believe that these principles are so applicable and so life-giving for these students.
I think to run iLIVE Leadership purely for leadership investment and to teach and to train on that foundation is important. And it's important that we don't sort of move the goalposts, that we do what we say we're going to do, which is to teach leadership.
I believe the mentoring groups are actually one of the most important aspects of this entire course. Not because we know so much more than our students, not because we're so much smarter, but we come alongside them and we offer them our friendship. We offer them a relationship. And we have the opportunity here to talk with students about things that they would never really talk about.
The mentoring groups are brilliant because you really see the principles that we're talking about in the teaching sessions come into contact with the students' everyday lives. So it's really cool to be able to sit down with students and to be able to get to a level, even after a few sessions, of bringing the leadership principles and their actual everyday lives into contact.
Another thing that I really value about the course is that it's something that universities like. So I've been developing a good partnership with a local university in Glasgow who appreciate what iLIVE Leadership is doing.
What excites me the most really is seeing the impact that we can have on those students. Just seeing those students change. To watch a student from the first week of taking part of that course and then after 5 or 10 weeks finishing that course, just the level of confidence, how it rises, the level of emotional intelligence that increases. Companies are looking more and more for employees who have these kind of skills, who see themselves as leaders, who can take initiative on their own. So there is this demand, there is this need, and here we are as mostly as faith people or as Christians, and we have something of value to give. So let's take advantage of this opportunity and really bring it to them.